Hi guys, welcome back to this fifth video, game 5 for me. Sorry, it's game 4 for me, but it's the 5th round out of the 6 games. So second but last game, and I played a 1762 ELO rated opponent. Well, it's not ELO, but it's pretty much the same rating system in the Netherlands. So let's just keep it 1760 ELO. So yeah, once again, extremely strong opponent. And I'm playing with black this time. This is a very exciting game. I'm pretty happy with it, except for one moment, and which was a game changer. But once again, this is the way it normally happens with these strong opponents. So yeah, I believe the higher your rating, the more likely you're ending. The more likely it is that they start with the d4 pawn. So the Queen's Gambit. Is it the Queen's Gambit? Yeah, Queen's Gambit. He declined. Yeah, we're just starting this game. And this is a setup I learned from an Indian YouTube content creator, Tushar. I think he normally always with the d4 openings, he plays it like this: knight here, bishop here, castle, king side, fianchetto this bishop, and then eventually break open the center, which is what I did. And if he takes, I believe you take with the knight. I did it before once with the bishop, with the pawn, and Stockfish recommended the knight. But as I said in the beginning of this series, in the first game anyway, I might have mentioned it more often, is that the higher apparently the opponents get, the more likely it is that they're gonna leave tension. They're not worried about the tension on the board, and so yeah. He's going to leave this tension for quite some time. Yeah, so tension remains, and he did want to push this pawn. He said afterwards, because we analyzed, he didn't want me to push this pawn. I had no intention of doing so, but anyway. I had some ideas with this, but it's it's Tuesday now, and this game was already on Sunday. Yeah, I wanted to put some pressure on this square. Yeah, obviously he's now putting his rook over here, which is a little bit dangerous. Specifically when he moves his knight away. And yeah, I just wanted to line up, look at this, maybe if need be take it down and have double pawns in front of the king. But then again, if he takes this way, he opens up the file for the rook. So I wasn't even too keen on doing that, but yeah, he didn't understand this either, my opponent, and I wanted to sit here with my knight and have him take it with the knight, so I can. Oh, actually, this is already there. I can't remember. Anyway, I was happy to trade off the bishops once again. High-rated opponents, simplify the position, because very often with these high-rated opponents, the further along the game it gets, the more complicated, and you have to think about a million things at the same time, and you're gonna fumble sooner or later. So by simplifying the position, I was hoping to have a good chance for maybe a draw. So I thought, like, let's get rid of the queens, but now he's trying to sit there with the knight. So this pawn push was a little bit of a the downside of the pawn push is that he can sit there with his knight. So now I just need to step away, because obviously he's looking at this square also. I can't go too far away. I can't sit here, for example. Pin I could have done pinning the knight to the queen, but yeah, he would have just stepped away with the queen, and then I have to reroute my knight and my queen again. Yeah, and then I saw like I need to step over here with my knight and back here to get rid of this knight because it's too strong there. So he offered a trade, which I didn't want to, because I wanted to trade, but not with this knight, even though Stockfish actually recommends this. But I did want to take this knight down because that's just, I learned somewhere, as soon as your opponent gets his pieces on your side of the board, like past this line here. Oh, excuse me. Past between the 4th and the 5th, he's in my 5th rank, and the other way around on the 4th rank. You need to do anything you can to get rid of it straight away, because when pieces of your opponent are your side of the board, that's where trouble begins. So happy that he took. So he's off my side of the board, and the tension is gone. Simplified the position. We're taking some pawns down now. Yeah, this is also something I do when things are a little bit tense. I tend to go a little bit too defensive and a bit cautious rather than becoming more active, because this is like less active, and bringing your queen out here is more active. There's no discovery because you can't take this pawn because the queen is there, and the bishop, if I'm sitting here on the light square, the bishop can't get me. So yeah, and I would be defending my my bishop, and if he wants to trade, that'd be very beneficial for me because I'm under pressure, a little bit more than my opponent. The pressure is still manageable. Anyway, I did this, and this is a nice move. And obviously I can't take the knight because this would be a checkmate. So I bring it back. And yeah, he needed to bring back his knight. And that's my cat. 1 second. Yeah, and with him stepping away with his knight, I knew he was going to sacrifice his rook, take a defender away with this pawn, so I needed to react. So this is where the squeeze started. Yeah, so this is where I need to become passive, even though he said this would be better, and I understand actually, because this is the same thing with the activity, and actually I would be pinning the knight to a rook, so that would have been a lot better. And I would have been more active. With regards to the evaluation bar, we're even. I'm actually slightly better now with him bringing the knight over here. And I thought, like, let's trade the queens. And this is an important part of the game. He blocks it with the bishop. Keep that in the back of your mind. Keep in the back of your mind that he can block the queen trade with the bishop. I also need to step out of the way. He put a tempo on my queen again. I need to react. And he offers me a trade. And I was like, I don't need to trade. But, and I could see like these pawns are becoming weak, and I could see if I take, he's gonna retake with the bishop, and he's got pressure on this pawn. Yes, I can defend it, but if he brings another rook or 2 rooks or whatever, the pressure is gonna be piling up on these pawns, and if these 2 pawns fall, it's end game over. Obviously, it's not gonna be, yeah, 2 passed pawns. So I could feel the pressure already mounting up, even though it is equal at the moment still. But I thought like simplify the position. And yeah, I was quite happy that he actually didn't put on some pressure already. But now obviously he's looking at this pawn, which is this pawn is pinned, so he can't take it. So I need to react again. And yeah, if they bring down one rook, you know they're gonna stack the rooks and cause trouble. So I once again thought like I need to get rid of the more pieces. And first I wanted to develop my bishop, and my opponent said afterwards, why didn't you bring it here? And I did consider that, but what I wanted to do actually was find a way to trade off the queens, which actually I would have still... No, yeah. So I made a mistake in the next move. And I thought, okay, I need to get rid of the queen. I need to get rid of the queen and start making my life a lot easier, because trouble is on the way. I should have gone here with my queen, or maybe even put the bishop over here with looking at the queen. But what I did, sorry guys, my cat is old and starting to dement, and she's asking for some help. Be back in a second. Right, so my lovely cat is old, starting to dement, gets Alzheimer, and she's deaf, I think. Either nearly deaf or completely deaf. Deaf, not deaf. So if I call out her name when she's screaming out loud, she doesn't hear me, so I need to go over to her so she can see that I'm still here. Anyway, yeah, it's recording. So where were we? She's sitting on my lap, she's happy now. Yeah, I should have traded tried to offer a queen trade over here. Here. But, and this is where why I said like keep in the back of your mind the bishop, that the bishop can block the queen trade. Because this, after 39 moves once again, is even Steven, we're completely dead even. I offer a queen trade. Failing to notice that now my queen and my bishop are in one line, and that his bishop can break the pin, or break the queen trade. And then I make another mistake, because this obviously now I'm going to lose a rook. And I moved over here. Yes, yeah. I don't know why I did this, but that's the thing, like when you're... I mean, we've been playing for like 3 hours or 3.5 hours, I believe, at this point. You're getting tired and you've had so many things to think about. You know you can't make one little mistake against a strong opponent, and then you realize like this is probably going to be game over for such a strong opponent. If they're out like an exchange, a rook for a bishop, it's easy peasy for them. And also taking away a defender from this pawn. Yeah, so I was really disappointed that I lasted so long, and then I make one mistake, and it's, yeah, and then I made another mistake by going over here, because now I can't actually even retake, so I've just lost a full rook, not a rook for a bishop, but just a full rook. And if I would have gone here, at least now you can take, and then he probably would have taken, because obviously now he's up. But then I would have had a... Yeah, yes. I mean, it's still -5 for it's +5 for white. So he trades down, and he's gonna sit over here, and yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, you can't do that. No, that would be a mistake, I think. Yeah, that would be a mistake. But then, yeah, he's just going to get his king into the game and put pressure on this side. So, in hindsight, I make 2 mistakes in a row, but it wouldn't have mattered. But now I lost the full rook, and yeah, don't know why I did this, because now you can even trade off the bishops. Yeah, maybe I could have maybe put it over here. I took it. Okay, that's the best way, but I did consider why this wasn't an option. Oh yeah, because yeah, that's why I took it, because this pawn is pinned. Yeah, so I needed to take, which is what I did. I got a pawn, yippee-yay. Yeah, and now I was hoping for a perpetual, maybe. But yeah, I was hoping to maybe push this pawn and create some last play, hoping that he would fumble, but he stopped any and all trickery from me, because now I obviously need to react, but I can push this pawn as far as here and not any further. Yeah. Oh yeah, he recommenced to take it, because it's so hopeless. Yeah, and over here I was thinking I need to control this square, but then obviously I forgot to realize that because the pressure is so high at that moment, and you're just trying to, there's no way to survive this, but you're just trying to see if there's any way for a stalemate or something, or a perpetual. And obviously I needed to defend it here. And then he just, he could have forced a checkmate, but I think he just wanted to simplify and wrap up the game. And this is where I resigned, because this is just, this is very slow, very quickly going out of control. If I take it, he retakes, I take, he checks, and these pawns are gonna fall, and he's gonna just push and get a new queen and round it up. So yeah, but altogether, until this bishop where I lost my rook in the 40th move, it was completely even. So that's what I'm really happy about. He played with 82.5% accuracy, I played with 78.5% accuracy. Also quite happy with that against such a strong opponent. And yeah, also I kept him busy for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So just the idea, the fact that I actually I'm not being wiped off the board within like an hour or so is something that I'm really proud of. Yeah, I noticed that I'm actually getting stronger and stronger, but when people of higher rating opponents put so much pressure on me, I'm gonna crack eventually at this moment in time, and hopefully that will change in the next year or so. So 5 games down, 1 more game to go. Oh, excuse me. That's tomorrow. Not tomorrow. The next game is against a young fella, 22 years old, who's rated 1601. So still strong, but more manageable for me, and I have better chances for either a draw or a win. So I was looking quite forward to that game, and you'll see the game tomorrow. So if you like these videos, stick around for it. Tune in tomorrow, and for now, wishing you a great day, and see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye bye.